Hi, it's Pekka, Robot Framework creator. On this video, we'll learn how to create resource files for Robot Framework. Let's get to it. Here we have a ready-made test case for a simple logging page. We have the actual test case here. Below it we have keywords that are used for creating the test case. We have some variables and we have a library import. Let's see how it works. We use the familiar robot command, type the path to the file. It happens to be in this login folder and has name valid.robot. I can run it like this. And we can see the test passes. It runs quite fast, so we can slow it down a bit by overwriting that delay variable here with some bigger number, let's say that, and it should run a bit slower. So we can see that it opens the login page, types in credentials, and then finally validates that we ended up to the correct place. So everything works fine, but there are certain problems with the current test case. For example, we have all the keywords and variables here so that this file is pretty complicated, even though the test case itself is pretty simple and easy to understand. If you don't know Robot Framework syntax, like if you are a business owner or something like that, you don't necessarily understand this file at all. Another problem here is that these keywords and these variables are only usable within this file. You cannot reuse them in any other file, which is of course bad from a maintenance perspective. We can fix both of those issues by creating a resource file. Creating a resource file is very easy. The syntax is mostly the same as with these test case files. So let's see how to do it. We have the valid.robot file, this test case file, in this login folder, so I'll create the resource file there as well. I'll create a new file and I'll give it name login.resource. The resource extension is a special extension understood by Robot Framework that is typically used with the resource files. Now the file is empty. It's going to contain most of the same content that we at the moment have in the test case file, so easiest way for me now is just to copy everything. So I'll copy this content and move it here. The syntax isn't exactly the same here in the resource file. For example, and most importantly, you cannot have test cases in a resource file, and that's actually what my editor is already telling me. So let's delete them. Now we only have the library import, we have variables and keywords, and they are all fine here. When some test case file or possibly another resource file imports these resource files, they get all these keywords, all these variables, and also the keywords provided by the library into use. So that's it. We don't need to do anything more here at the moment. In this test case file, of course, we need to make some changes. We most importantly need to take the resource file into use. At the moment, we are importing the library here, and we have a similar import here for the resource file. The setting name there for the importing a resource file is, well, resource, and then the value here is a path to the resource file that we want to import. The resource file is in the same folder as this test case file, so the only thing that we need is this login.resource, so basically the name of the file. Now that we have the login resource imported, we don't need this library import anymore because the resource file already contains it. We can take it away. We can also take away all these variables because the resource file has them as well. We cannot remove test cases because, as we learned earlier, resource file cannot even have test cases. So we leave this test case here, but we remove all these keywords. As we can now see, the end result is much simpler. There's no complicated keywords, variables, or anything like that. So this is much easier to understand for non-technical Robot Framework users now. Let's see, does it still work? If I now run the earlier command again, we can see that the browser still opens slowly, goes to the login page, credentials are typed, and everything works as earlier. So now we have here a simple test case file without any complicated keywords or variables or anything like that. So this is much easier to understand for people without much Robot Framework knowledge. Another benefit, and possibly even bigger one, is that these keywords and variables in the resource file can be reused in other test case files, but that's something we'll explore in future videos. Thanks for watching.